for the recording. We're going to say it one more time. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for clicking in today and just checking in. It's good to see all of you. Some familiar faces, some new faces. We'll see how it goes today. We're going to talk a little bit first, and then we're going to get straight into the game. I'm just kind of setting some stuff up, so bear with me. I am not the best with technology stuff. My IT person, aka my partner, is not here right now, so if we do have a problem, that will be why. Let's get into it. I have a little slideshow prepared, so we're gonna get into that today. Awesome. That's just kind of messed with stuff. So we're gonna do that. Give me 1 second. Ooh, I didn't think about this. Oh no. Hold on. So now it's just going to record into this. Give it 1 second. We got the new layout going. Also, Marie, thank you so much for the sub. You did not have to do that. I really appreciate it. Ooh, we're kind of just scooting things all around. I don't know how to change the display capture. I should have, asked a little bit more about this. I had someone help me set this up. Oh no! Hold on 1 second. I am so sorry. That's what the beginning is for anyway, but I think I'll just open it and we'll see where it goes. Cool. We're gonna just open that right here. Hopefully it pops up. The little gear on the bottom. I will go back. Oh, it opened! Yay! Okay, so, excuse me. Hello everybody, again, for the, I think, third time now. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about me coming back. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. So, I'm back. Yay! I want to talk about some of the stuff before we fully get into today's, first read debut of sorts. Oh, whoa. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow, Nixus. Thank you so much. And you're a VTuber. Ooh, I might have to check that out. But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit out of character at first. Going forward after this kind of introduction, we're going to do a character from now on. So I want to do that. I thank you guys for all your time and patience. I know it's been quite a few years since I last streamed. I used to stream on YouTube for those who do not know and may be new here. I looked a lot different then and I had a different vibe, so I kind of want to grow a little bit more and go towards a different future. So for today's schedule of this little talk that we're doing, it is around 20-ish minutes, I think, so we'll get right into the game after, I promise. You guys might be wondering, where have I been? And the difference between two characters. This is going to be a shared stream account kind of thing. So I'll talk about that, the story so far, and kind of where we're going with streaming. Oops, that was awesome. Okay. So, where have I freaking been? I kind of hibernated for a bit, but I'm back now. I'm super excited to be back. A bit nervous, but super excited. To understand who I am, Bunny B, it's kind of important to know about who D Wonderland is, who will also be in this streamer space at some point. Life got a bit bumpy, so we're getting back on track now. I'm making a return to streaming on here, and I will be uploading long form videos or the VODs on my old YouTube where some people do know me from. Twitch is kind of just a better platform to grow on as a streamer, and I feel like I have more of a future as a streamer on here, but we'll see where it goes. Why two personas? It's not just because I'm greedy, I just think I'm full of whimsy, so we're going through with that. The person on the left is the gaming persona. It's me in the bottom right corner. Hi. That's Bunny, and then D Wonderland is the art persona on the right. So we're going forward with that. I just kind of have two different aesthetics for it, and I do have an art brand. So I'm doing both. I think it's fun. And why not? What the difference is you can visually see it, but like I said, one's an art persona on the right, and then the other one on the left is a gaming one. So we're gonna do that. Here's a little bit about me, since this is kind of a re-debut of sorts. I'm a doll-like creature. I live in a place called Wonderland, and I use she, they pronouns, and I'm a young adult. I have 2 cats, Princess Toot and Wizard Ollie, and I have a bunch of different friends in Wonderland to keep me company when I'm not streaming. The mushroom on top of my head is not a hat. It's part of my head. My outfit is also based on the hit story Alice in Wonderland, and that's kind of just my whole vibe. You know. Here's my new look, I guess. My new fit. It looked a lot different from the last one, so we're going forward with different hair. It's a lot more manageable and easier to brush, I must say. And I like my dress a bit better. It just fits a lot nicer. I think it's more fun. And I have lore. Having lore is crazy. Here's kind of what I used to look like for those who don't remember or maybe don't know me. But all of these old forms that I drew are kind of like where I came from. And on the bottom right, you can see my beginning. Very crazy to see. So there's that. Then we also have my first appearance right over there. It's the neon pink. It's very hard to look at, so we're kind of ignoring that. But that is where I came from, so it is important to know. And here are just past models in the past. Hello. But these are just kind of what I used to look like. I feel a bit more like myself now, so as Hugh Morris would say. We're going to talk quickly about my art persona and just kind of like the art side of where I come from. So for those who don't know, I also post on Instagram, stuff like that, and I have a little art shop. And I go by D Wonderland as well. I'm a character artist, and I own a little shop called Drawing.In.Wonderland. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm a young adult based in North America. D Wonderland enjoys drawing, video games, clowns, horror, fantasy, D&D, fairy tales, animals, and sweet treats. Just a whole bunch of cute stuff. I have the 2 cats, Ollie and Toot, that I joked about before. I always say they're like little jesters or a wizard and a princess. I go by D Wonderland, or just Lily's fine, when I use this pink-haired model. It's kind of my whole aesthetic. I love clowns and toys and dolls, so I kind of just put it into a character. Here are my cats. They are important to me, very, very special. One is sleeping right behind me right now. But we have Princess Toot, she's the one on the left, and Wizard Ollie, the one on the right. My preferred name for streams, Mary asks. Just to ask, do you have a preferred name for streams, or would you like to be called by which persona you're using? Perfect question. Whichever persona I'm using. So today we are going with Bunny. I did write in the bottom difference between, but I would like to just go by whoever I'm going by with the day, if you know what I mean. But yeah, here's my cats. Sometimes, just so you know, Toot does step on my keyboard, so if something goes a little awry, you can assume it's going to be the sassy princess. Sometimes we call her Durbus. And then Ollie is sometimes called Ludicrous. That's his middle name. But I love my kitties very much. I'm going to include them a lot more in streams in the future. That's my plan so far. Here's kind of what they look like in Wonderland. We got the princess with her little robe and the wizard with his little robe. Here's what they look like in real life. I wanted to show you guys that they are based on real cats. I'm not like just crazy and they're in the background. Ollie doesn't really hang out too much. He is very scared of people. He was kind of like a rescue situation. But Toot, she has a lot of personality and she's very cuddly. She has a lot of sass and attitude sometimes. So there is that. But if I'm talking to them, it's probably because they entered the room or something like that. Just so you guys know. Yeah, the top image actually was edited by my friend Violet. They might be popping into stream at some point as well. I do live with Violet and Rowan. Those are two of my roommates and my partner, also I live with. But yeah, perfect time for Genji's tights to enter. That is my partner, for those who don't know. But I do have a partner. We call him Jack. He also goes by the Flying Pig or Genji's tights. He uses he, they pronouns. He'll be in around streams. His setup is right next to mine, so, you know. But I'm currently working on a model, so when he does join us in chat and stuff, you guys can see what he looks like. But for right now, it is a secret. Shh. I kind of have a little story going on. I'm not going to go too into it today, but it's kind of have this Alice in Wonderland vibe, a Toy Story, Strawberry Shortcake, Tinkerbell mix. A lot of nostalgic stuff. But basically, D Wonderland, the art persona, created Bunny.Bee in order to send a character to a fictitious world called Wonderland, where whimsical creatures and little characters live, and Bunny now finds it as her home. So I live in a little teapot with my cats, and I have a bunch of friends in Wonderland. So what? I'm just living the big life. But sometimes I'll have people from my real life enter Wonderland, and they'll have a little drawing of them when they join us. But yeah, I plan on telling you guys more of the story, whether it be through lore videos, comics, artwork, talking, whole bunch of stuff. I really want to expand this story and let you guys know where I live. It's pretty cool. I bet you all wish you could come to Wonderland with me. But yeah, what's in store for future streams? For D Wonderland, who will be making a debut at another point in time, they're going to be doing YouTube videos, concept in game design, streaming just artwork and shop updates. And I kind of just want to play horror games, farming simulators, sometimes online games and stories and indie stuff. So like horror games, like we're playing Resident Evil today. We might be doing Silent Hill some other time. What other horror games do I enjoy? Probably like all of them. I like farming simulators like Stardew and Fields of Mystria, which is coming out soon. Online games, I don't know if I'll be doing a ton of them. It's very hard to get connection in Wonderland, but I like Dead by Daylight. I know, unfortunate. Marvel Rivals cannot run on my computer, but it's very fun. And Outlast Trials I might be playing. So we'll do some stuff like that, and I want to play a bunch of story games. A little out of character to say this right now, but I grew up not really able to play a lot of games, and I always had to watch different YouTubers or streamers, and it always made me feel comfortable, and it always was something that I could look forward to at the end of the day. I would like to give people that same feeling if they maybe aren't feeling too great. I like helping others. So, yeah. I have a bunch of info, so there's a bunch of social media that you guys can all find me on. I have a Discord server for gaming. I have one for art. So that's all down below if you look down and like all the little booger drawings that I did. I have a Blue Sky where I keep it in character, keep it real. I have my art stuff linked. I have my Etsy linked. I have the YouTubes linked. I have a huge mega link. I have a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so I have a bunch of stuff. You guys can definitely go take a peek. Thank you for listening to this big portion of the video. I apologize that it was long and obnoxious. But we're going to now start playing our first game, which is Resident Evil.